I heard Nick's interviewing every actor. What a challenge. Despite her chaos, she went for it. After interviews, Nick was exhausted, yet staff, energized, found her again. Her mouth was stiff, but her reactions honest. This time, the staff specifically came to bring her a pleasant surprise, arranging a special meeting and taking her to meet Ella. Nick's energy instantly surged to its fullest, secretly delighting in the thought that she had finally secured a date with this famous celebrity. But Nick somehow forgot it was her sister's birthday. At that moment, Ella was like a fairy, suggesting they celebrate together, so Nick brought Ella to meet the family indirectly. On entering, his brother rushed to mess with her like a kid pulling pranks. Her brother was speechless, thinking, wait, how did my younger brother go from zero to superstar? Ella was unfazed, calm. With Nick's family, she felt warmth never experienced before. At the dinner table, the family mentioned Nick's unhappy marriage after job loss, and the atmosphere suddenly turned awkward, like eating expired cake. Noticing Nick's discomfort, Ella quickly shared her story, confessing that her acting career wasn't a walk in the park either. Before turning 19, her life was so tough she couldn't even afford meals. To change her fate, she bravely underwent 2 surgeries, like playing a game of dare. After the surgeries, her career finally soared, but time turned out to be every woman's killer. Now, she could only portray sad middle-aged women and revealed she had some not-so-ideal relationships. One boyfriend even made her feel like she was part of a fake insurance scam. Hearing this, everyone fell silent, shocked that such a glamorous star had such a backstory. After dinner, Nick strolled with Ella around her childhood spots, memories flooding back like they activated a time machine. Nick was undoubtedly a stand with Softie, making Ella a bit uneasy, so she suggested he toughen up a bit. Anna, don't do that. This is tougher for her, and just like that, her self-esteem received a wake-up call, finally unleashing her inner potential. Their feelings quickly heated up under the hazy night, and Ella kissed Nick again passionately clearly. This kiss was far from casual. Just like that, they fell in love, watched movies, enjoyed dinners, and strolled London's night streets their own paradise. This sweet companionship helped Ella shed the burden of stardom and return to her most genuine self. However, during one, Nick suddenly overheard some gossip about Ella, with one person shamelessly bragging about his relationship with her. Nick could hardly contain herself. With her witty remarks, she had everyone rolling with laughter. Ella cunningly sensed trouble and quickly whisked Nick. Unexpectedly, Ella turned back, and the chatter instantly silenced. Then Nick escorted her back to the hotel. After tasting strawberries, Nick went upstairs and knocked, when a dramatic moment unfolded. A guy walked out of the room, and Nick's heart felt like it had been nailed. But to spare Ella any discomfort, Nick hurriedly lied she was from room service. To her surprise, the guy casually told her to take out the room's trash and then cozy it up to Ella as if they were glued together. Nick, nearly heartbroken, left that painful scene, wandering the streets like she lost her soul. Everyone wanted to set her up with a new partner, but Nick knew she wasn't ready for a new romance. Meanwhile, rumors about Ella spread, exposing her relationship. However, Nick just smiled calmly, because she was determined to start anew. But at a critical moment, Ella appeared before Nick like a ghost. Ella told Nick the media had leaked her relationship and early risk photos. Now she's being hunted by reporters. The only option was to seek refuge with Nick. Seeing Ella with tears in her eyes, Nick couldn't help but feel a twinge of sympathy. Once Ella calmed down, she apologized to Nick, explaining that there was no longer anything between her and her ex. She had planned to break up at the right moment, but who knew her ex would find her that night, hurting Nick in the process. Now they were officially over. After hearing all this, Nick secretly sighed in relief, but unfortunately her roommate accidentally overheard their conversation. Later, Nick helped Ella with her lines, sitting side by side, savoring reading love. They occasionally glanced at each other, feelings deepening, and spent a sweet night together. But all good things come to an end. The next morning, when Nick opened the door, a throng of reporters surged in, leaving her utterly dumbfounded. Just then, Ella happened to walk by. Nick wanted to allure her, but it was too late. The reporters snapped a photo of her in this outfit. Yes, they caught me in this outfit. Nick seemed unfazed, but Ella was in a total panic. At that moment, Ella urgently called her assistant, shocked to find Nick's roommate leaked her whereabouts. I have no idea what's going on, Nick protested innocently. Your friend thinks he's doing some messed up stuff. This can't be real, can it? Ella exclaimed. The whole British media reported it. I know where Anna Scott is. She's at that house with the blue door up the hill. Quick, hide me. I have to be careful, or I might get kissed by some shady reporter. Now Nick wished he could find a boyfriend to deal with this madness. Overwhelmed, Ella blurted nasty things, but Nick didn't mind. She found it funny. Nick thought Ella was overreacting and suggested she laugh it off, but their situations were entirely different. This environment created an enormous emotional gap. Ella couldn't be as carefree as her. As a star, her words and deeds became hot topics, even subject to reporters' deep dives. Thus, she couldn't easily let go of anything that happened. Life felt like it was on cheat mode as it continued. I'll forever have regrets, but now I just hope I can live well. Don't forget to subscribe, or you'll miss out on more exciting moments.